So in this video, I'm going to talk about rotating as an Orisa-based team, and also moving from cover to cover as a Rhine-based team. And I think it's important to learn, for all of us to learn, to be mindful of the cover that we currently have and the cover that we're moving to. We should always be thinking about cover and moving from cover to cover. So when you're an Orisa-based team, you always want to be fighting from range. Orisa always wants to have a healthy distance from the enemy team, while a Reinhardt-based team is the opposite. The Reinhardt-based team wants to close that distance and be on top of the enemy team. So as an Orisa, you always want to be Orisa-based team. You always want to be rotating away from the enemy team and maintaining a healthy distance from the enemy team. While when you're Ryan, you always want to be closing that distance in in a safe way. So we'll see how both these professional teams do that. As the Reinhardt team comes in and closes in on the Orisa team, you'll see the Orisa team rotates away from the Reinhardt team. And I think it's also good to know how this monkey is constantly using these pillars as cover, and the monkey is just zapping the enemy team for the express purpose of building up his ultimate. He's trying to both be a nuisance and also build up his ultimate. He's not trying to get kills, and he's playing safe, moving from cover to cover. So you'll see as the Reinhardt team is trying to move and get close to the enemy team, the Orisa team will rotate away from the Reinhardt team. So you'll see the Orisa and the Bastion and the healers all drop down and rotate away from the Reinhardt team. And now you'll see again the Reinhardt team has to cover all this distance, which is what the Orisa team wants. The Orisa team wants the enemy team to have to cover all that distance so that they take damage, they use their cooldowns, they run out of abilities, and will die. But you also see that how the Reinhardt, he uses the statue as cover, and he attacks, so his shield is down, so that's not ideal. You'll see the diva using her defense matrix to help protect the Reinhardt since he's hacked, and you'll see the Reinhardt when he moves from the statue, which he's using as cover, he's going to move to this corner. So this Reinhardt is mindful of what cover am I moving to. He moves from the statue, and he does his best to close the distance with the Orisa team, knowing that he wants to use this corner as cover. But you'll see how the Orisa actually uses her halt to pull the Reinhardt away from the wall, and thus killing him. So you see that the Lucio uses his ultimate to give them enough health to close the distance to the Orisa team, and they all move forward. Again, you see how the Reinhardt comes to this cover, because as a Reinhardt or as a Winston, you're always moving from cover to cover. But the Orisa does a good job of pulling the Reinhardt into the Bastion's line of sight, and they end up getting all the kills.